Okay, welcome back. This is part 3 of my complete file upload site. And now, in the last video, we were continuing on with our site design, and I said I was going to choose the colors for the site, and I have. So, the colors, I have them written down right next to me here, and I'm going to type them in. So, our navigation is 666666. So, it's 3 sixes, and it's the exact same thing for our footer. So, there. My right column is going to be D1 CF B4. Save. And the left column I chose DED CC3. And so if I refresh, you can see get these nice little colors. It's kind of going with a tannish color. And these look horrible with this white background. So I also chose a background color for the pages. Now, if you're using Dreamweaver, you can click on the Page Properties button, and you might want to be in Design View, because it doesn't work when you're in, quote, Code View. So the background color is pound E2 DEC F. Just click OK. So you can see Dreamweaver has live update right here. So it automatically changed the background color. Can we refresh? You can see right here. It looks a lot nicer, but still, these our left and right columns, they kind of blend in, especially the left column, because it's just a little teeny bit darker. So we are going to throw a border on here. But before we do that, we need to throw the left and right columns inside of another div. So we're just going to say div ID equals, and I'm just going to say content. There we go. And then right after the right div, we're going to end the content div. Ooh, forgot that. There we go. So now I'm just going to indent these. There we go. Now in our layout.css page, we want to create a new div, a new div style, and we're going to call it content. Now we need to throw this inside of here for our left. Oh, not our nav. Our left and our right columns. So I'm just going to go ahead and move this down right above this. Alright, there we go. So now our left and right columns are inside of a div called content. Now, I guess I'll show you this in the CSS styles panel here. So if you go over here, you click refresh, you can see that we have all of these listed. All of our styles over here will be listed, which is a really nice feature that Dreamweaver has. And so we're going to double click on the wrapper content style. I'm going to go to border, and we're going to uncheck the same for all 3 of these. The right side is going to be a solid. The left side is going to be a solid. It's going to be 4 pixels on the left and right. And the color is pound 666666. So right there. So if we click OK, and we save, and refresh, you can see that it did not work. Content. That's weird. Why didn't that work? Let's write code. Alright, well, I'm going to pause this and find out why it didn't work. Okay, I figured out what the problem was. And the problem is that our content should be, our navigation and our footer should be inside of the content div. So, just fix that. We save that. Now in our layout.css, we need to put our content, our nav and our div inside of our content. So, just like that, refresh, problem solved, and why is that black? Whoops, I changed that color by accident. Alright, so here we go. So we have this, and there we go. But our left and right sides are not fitted together, and that's because we added a 4 pixel, or an 8 pixel width total, or 4 pixels on each side for our border. So we have to increase the width of our wrapper by 8 pixels. So 34, or 2. Refresh, bam, right there. So there we go. So everything's fitting together very nicely now. 5 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to show you this awesome website. It's called spiffycorners.com. And it's very, very handy if you want to create purely CSS rounded corners. It's very, very handy, and especially great if you're just starting off. So I'm going to call the class name Corners. The background color is the background color of our page, which is right there. So I'm just going to paste these values in. The foreground color is our 666666 number, and you click the 5 pixel button. Right here, we have this now. Now, below here, it gives us the complete CSS code for this. So I'm just going to highlight the code, and I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go to our layout.css page, go all the way to the bottom, put a few lines in, paste and save. Now our HTML code, I'm going to highlight the entire thing it gives us right here, and I'm going to come into the source code, and right below the wrapper, I'm going to paste it in. Now, I'm going to cut out the bottom part right here, cut that out, and then get rid of this. And then right below our content, right before we end the wrapper, right here. So this is what your source code should look like now. And, oh, wrong button. Okay, here we go. So this is what it should look like now. Right here. So if we come back to our index page and refresh, you see now we have rounded corners on the left and right sides of our footer and our navigation bar. But there's this giant space right here, which we're going to get rid of. And now the reason there's space there is because we put in padding for our footer and our navigation bar. Now our footer, we need to get rid of some padding on the bottom, and our navigation, we need to get rid of padding on the top. So we're going to, on the footer, we're going to drop the padding to about 2 pixels. See what that looks like. See, that looks a lot better already. So scroll up to the nav, right here. We're going to drop the padding on the top to 2 pixels. Save, refresh, right there. See, it looks better already. So this is the basic design of the site. Now what we're going to do is, well, I'm going to throw this right here, so it's above there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start adding in some links up here, and this is going to be, since this is our navigation bar, and I'm going to show you how to create purely CSS rollover links. So it's going to fill up this entire box from top to bottom, and it's going to be one link, and it's going to look really nice. So the first thing is, oh, sorry, I had to sneeze, so I paused it. So I'm going to add color on the left, or the navigation and the footer. Now I'm going to make the color white, and now color is your text color. So paste that right there. We refresh. Now we have white text color on our navigation and our footer. I'm going to stop this video here. In the next video, we will create our CSS rollover links for our navigation bar. So check out the next part of the video.